He said, but I'm going to leave it up to the principal to determine if you come. I said, oh, well, she's not coming. I said, well, she's not going back. Well, I'm going to leave it up to the principal. Bitch, you leave it up to the principal because I just told you that she's not going back. Hey, y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taj, and I'm a paycheck budgeter documenting my financial journey here on YouTube. If you are returning, welcome back, beautiful budgeter. In today's video, I'm going to be planning out my paycheck for this week. So if you are interested in seeing how I am going to attempt to allocate these funds, then stick around, girl, and keep on watching.
Get out the way, who got a watch, who got the time, I'm raising the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got talk.
All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So we are going to go ahead and jump right on into the video. All right, so I did go ahead and do like a, I guess you could call it a midweek check-in. I don't really record those because all I'm doing, it doesn't really take long for me to do it. I just go to my accounts and then check to see if all of the bills have already cleared. Those that automatically come out, which is not few because I don't do automatic draft, girl. And listen, I'm not comfortable with it. And I watched a video a little while ago that they were saying that if they used to feel the same way, but they no longer feel that way, and if you do feel that way, that means that you're not comfortable or have been managing your money good. Girl, kiss my black ass. No, honestly, I mean, I'm not, but I am. I don't give a damn. Because anything can happen. And I just don't like anybody to be able to have control over my finances like that. I just don't. I'm going to pay it. I've had no problems with it. I just don't like, maybe it's a control thing for me. It has nothing to do with, you know, me not managing my money right. I just don't like that. It makes me feel like I'm not in control of what goes in and what comes out. So it is what it is. Now, I do have a few things that is automatically draft, and I don't have a choice in the matter. And it's always in there when it's time for it to come out. But for the most part, I go in and I pay my bills online, okay? But anyway, everything has cleared. So moving right along. All right, so we are going into the next week, which is June 13th. Now, this week, for those of you that are new to my channel, some weeks I have 2 incomes and some just 1. Whenever I have 2 incomes, girl, I pull out the highlighter. You'll see why and what I use this for. It may be a little confusing when you first see it, but those of you that are returning, y'all know how we roll, okay? So, and I write sideways, y'all. So, let me put my calculator over here. All right, so this week we are working with 2 incomes, and so we have a paycheck amount. Not really sure this week, but I'm gonna budget for $1,600, and then extra income we're gonna do 1,000, and so we are going to have a total budget of 2,600. All right, now as far as bills that needs to come out or need to be paid this week, we have that water bill that we finally ended up getting the bill for. And y'all, the water man, I was just so happy to be on my lunch break, and I was standing outside and the water meter guy came. He was saying how they went to digital and some of the meters are not reading, and so that's why it's been all over the place with the water bill. But he came and changed some stuff down there. So but the water bill is, this is 2 months, and it is $104.11. Then we have runs Amazon, and that is, I think, 60. We have Sirius XM, and y'all, I finally had called them and told them I wanted to cancel, girl. So they gave me a little promotion to stay. So it's $7.27. Then we have Fortiva, which is my security equipment, and that is $35. Jeff Davis. Let's go ahead and do Jeff Davis. They funky. That is $266.07. Y'all, I think I'm gonna suck it up. Lord, I think I'm gonna suck it up and just hold off on the whole levelized billing. And when we get into the fall and winter, I'm going to still I'm gonna over budget so that next summer I'll have funds to go toward them highest bills, okay? Progressive. So originally it was going to be $248, but again, it went up. So we're going to do $251, because I break that payment up into two. So that way it don't be so much on me. So by the time it's due, I'll have the full amount. Then we have Infinity. And that is $240.52. I break this payment up as well. And then mortgage, which, as you know, I break that up too. Shit, all the big bills, I break it up. I don't try to do the whole thing. For those of you that are new to my channel, my mortgage used to be 18. I don't even remember now, girl. It used to be 18 something, but what went up? My insurance went up, girl, double. Okay. It went up, and so in order to be able to have enough in my escrow, my house note went up. So now we are paying $2,000. Y'all, we paying $2,043. I don't hide how much bills are and what I put to this. Like, girl, I ain't got time for that. Look, it is what it is. I put my budget out here. This is just me documenting my financial journey and holding myself accountable. But with that being said, the bonus in it is being involved in this lovely, lovely supporting community. But what you see is what you get. I don't hide, sugarcoat, none of that, okay? Girl, it is what it is. These are my bills. I pay them. So I ain't ashamed, nor am I trying to exaggerate or under. It is what it is. So let's go ahead. This is all I think that we have for this week. So let me go ahead and add this up. So we have 104.11 plus 60 plus 721. 727, 35, 266.07, 251, 240.52, and 680. So 1643.97. All right, 1643.97. All right, and then for cash envelopes, we definitely need to go ahead and do groceries, gas, household, miscellaneous, beauty. Oop. I used to didn't like these erasable pens, but I like them now. Beauty. And then I think I have Eat Out, which I don't think I'm going to contribute to this week, but we'll see. So the budget for groceries, I'm gonna go for $3.50. I mean, girl, not no damn $3.50. 300. What's wrong with me today? 300. Gas, 60. Household. Household. Let's do. What am I going to do for household? I know I need. I'm trying to think about what all do I need. I know for sure I need tissue and paper towels, which I usually get from Sam's. And so that right there is about $40. But I also need to go and get some laundry detergent and things of that nature. Sometimes I get it from Sam's, but I think this week I'm gonna go to, I be forgetting about Big Lots, y'all. I love me some Big Lots, but they was closed for so long after Hurricane Laura, and then they finally opened back up. And because they had been closed for a good while, I be forgetting about them. But I say when I go there, because, you know, their prices be pretty good. So I think I'm going to do my laundry stuff from Big Lots. So I know for sure I need at least 40, and then plus the laundry stuff. So I'm going to say, I'm going to do $100 for household. That might be too much. I'm going to do 80. I'm doing a lot of erasing this time. All right, I'm going to do $80 for household. Miscellaneous, I'm going to do $10. Beauty, I'm going to do $10. That's me. And then Eat Out, I don't really think I want to contribute to that this week. So that is, let's see, 300, 60, 80, and 20. So that's $460. So we're going to start right here first just to see what we are working with. So, let's see. All right, so this is where the highlighters come into play, y'all. Because I pay certain bills out of certain incomes. So, paycheck amount and extra income. Now, this is how we roll, y'all. This is how we roll. All right, so I'm going to do... So 1,600, we're gonna do minus 680. So that's gonna be mortgage is gonna come out of that. You hear the clack-a-lacking, y'all, that's king. And then I'm gonna do groceries. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do that. And then out of the extra income, we're gonna do water, Amazon, all right, so that's how we gonna do that. So what I do is over here, if y'all new, girl, to this, Y'all gonna get used to it. All right. So if I can explain a little bit, I have a account that I use just for my bills. Some weeks I have 2 incomes, some weeks I don't. I only have 1 income, but that income is not direct deposited into that bill account. So I allocate, so I transfer money over to the bill account, and I take from both, of course, both paychecks, because these 2 checks go into 2 different accounts as well. Why I did that, I don't know. I wasn't thinking, but now I don't want to change it. So, because I've accumulated this system that works, and it ain't broke, so I ain't gonna try to fix it. Okay. So what I do is I take from each account and put into the bill account, and so that's why I do this. If that makes sense. So, let's see. So out of the paycheck amount, we're taking $266.07 plus $251 plus $680 plus $300. All right, $1497.07. Let me make sure I did that right. All right, so $266.07 plus $251, $680, and $300. So $1497.07 is what is coming out of the paycheck amount. All right, and so that is going to leave $102.93, which is fine, because in that particular account, I like to leave like $100 buffer. So that's right on the money. That's perfect. All right, and then out of the extra income, we have $104.11 plus $67.27, $35, $240, $52. And I did that wrong. Hold up. I'll go back and fix it. But $240, $52. Do y'all know? Can y'all see where I did that wrong? What I did wrong? So that's $446.90 coming out of the extra income. $446.90 minus 1,000. Remaining $553.10. All right, let me go back. So $1497.07 minus 300, because we didn't get that yet. $1197.07. Girl, why I had to calculate that? $402.93. All right. So let me go back. So out of the paycheck amount is going to be Jeff Davis, Progressive, and Mortgage, which totals $1197.07. And then so that's going to leave $402.93. And then out of the extra income for the bill and expenses, that is going to be Water, Amazon, Ron Amazon, Sirius, Fertiva, Infinity. That is going to total $446.90, and it's going to leave $553.10. All right, and then down here, this is how I keep track, y'all. All right. Now, so out of the $402.93, I'm taking $300. So that was the total, $300, and then the remaining is going to be $102.93. All right. And then for extra income, we have gas, household, and miscellaneous and beauty. So that's 160. Duh. It's early, y'all. All right. So 160 is coming out of the 553.10. And that's going to leave 393.10. All right. 553.10 minus 160. 393.10. Yes. Okay. If this comes out to be more than the extra, I'm going to just pay off some debt anyway, even though nothing is due. So I'm going to keep that in mind. Sinking funds, car maintenance, school days. I said I wanted to start back contributing to school days because we're in the summer and I want to be ready and prepared for when school starts again. I use this envelope for school supplies, uniforms, and then throughout the year, I just put, like, so the summertime, I kind of try to stuff it a little bit more and be more consistent because of that. And then during the school year, I kind of slow down, and then I may just put, like, $2, $3, $5 here, because during the school year, they really don't really need anything, but other than, like, sometimes concessions or stuff like that. So school days, and then we have King, pills and potion. That is for over-the-counter medication, prescription, and sometimes copay. And then mortgage principal envelope. Still trying to figure that out. And we may do Rex City. Supposed to be over, but I ain't really finished it, so. Okay, so we working with 393.10. I don't really want to go further with the paycheck amount because I like to keep that $100 buffer in there. So we're gonna do, let's see, 393.10. So let's do, sometimes I like to just subtract as I go just to make sure I don't go over. And it helps me figure out or, know what to allocate. So 393.10, I want to do 25 in car maintenance. All right, and then school days, another 25. All right, and then in King. So King has a appointment that's coming up. So I'm gonna do 50 for King. That's gonna leave $293. Pills and potion, I'm gonna do $10. All right. Mortgage principal is that envelope is 37. All right. And then Rex City, I think the only ones that's left is $50, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. So Rex City, oh, we got some 20s too. We got some 20s, but we do got some 50s. So let's see if we could, I may have, if I have to change that, I will, but let's see if we could do 50. So let's see how much. I should be left with 196.10, but let's see. So 50 plus 50 47 and 50. So that should be 197. All right, and we're working with the pink for the extra income. All right, so the total is 197 minus what it was, 393.10. So that will leave, yep, 196.10. All right. Is that what I said? I should be left with 196.10. We're gonna skip over debt for right now, and then a savings challenge. So I want to jump back into my 52 week, because the last couple of weeks I didn't even contribute to it. Last few weeks. Damn. Okay. So we should be at $37. Make sure. Yep. So $37. And y'all, don't feel bad if you can't like contribute to a savings challenge, or like I had made for those of you that are new to my channel, at the beginning of the year, I made a list of my savings challenges, and I broke them up by quarters, because at one point I was trying to contribute to all of my savings challenges, all of my seeking funds at one time, and it was stressing me out because, mind you still have to pay your bills, okay? And if you are low income, or even like single income, or you just have a lot of heavy bills, sometimes that is not realistic. And I made a promise to myself that I was not going to stress myself out this year about savings challenges. Yeah, they're fun, they're they're motivational, watching them build, but sometimes it's just not realistic. When it becomes stressful to do a savings challenge, or stressing you out, not fun, giving you anxiety, baby, it's time you look into this. So and readjust. So what I did was I broke my savings challenges up by quarters. So the first 2 quarters I was contributing to, my limit was 5 savings challenges. And then once the first and second quarter is over, certain challenges go all year, but not all of them. So once the quarter is over, whether the challenge is complete or not, girl, we're gonna drop it. Okay. So like for instance, I said, I just mentioned Rec City. Rec City was basically a savings challenge that I was using it kind of as a sinking fund, but it was a savings challenge. It was to go toward my daughter's graduation, everything that was around graduation. So here, even though she's graduated, things are done, this challenge was gonna go to the end of June. So I'm just gonna keep it going until the end of June. But after that, whatever that's it. Cause come July, we replacing these two. We're replacing Rec City and Lysa Beach with Fundopoly and Search the Bag. So I'm not gonna stress myself out. The only 3 challenges that went throughout the year is 2024 challenge, 52 week, and emergency. And even with these, I'm not stressing myself out about being able to contribute to them every single pay period, because although that is the goal and that's the ideal, that's ideal, that's just saying it just ain't happening. And I'm giving myself grace, and I'm not stressing myself out this year behind that. I'm gonna do what I can do, and what I can't do, well, shit. Okay, so with that being said, with my little rant, 52 week, we're gonna do $37. All right, and then let's do emergency, which is the little trucks are $25. And then 2024 challenge. And let's see, so emergency, the trucks are $25. And then the 2024 challenge. I want to do some more 24s. So, because girl, I got that challenge on life support. So let's do $24. You know what? I'm gonna double it. I'm gonna do a 24 and a 20. Let's see if I can shake that. $44. Let's see. So 44 plus 25 plus 37 is 106. So let's see what I could do with that. All right, so that's 106, and we were left with 196.10 minus 106. So that leaves me with 90.10. Not quite 100, but that's fine. So my buffer would be 90.10 plus 102.93, which is what was left over from the paycheck amount, and my total buffer is 193.03. So that's how I do my budget, y'all, whenever I have two incomes. And then as far as cash to withdraw, so we have 460 plus 197 plus 106. Okay, girl, we doing good this week. We actually, this cash stuff is 763. Wow. Okay. As you see how as you're doing your budget, it kind of feel like you're pinching. But then when you get down to what you were drawing in cash stuff in, although like a big chunk of this is going to like groceries, household gas, but you know, that's what I'm talking about. When I'm doing this and I'm subtracting to see, okay, what I have left, I feel like I'm pinching and putting a little bit to the side. But when you come down to your cash to withdraw, 763. So it's like if you put just a little bit, I know it may feel like you're not really getting anywhere, but it adds up. And my thing is, when you need it, don't feel bad about having to dip into it, because that's what it's there for. That's the whole purpose of you putting money to the side for times where your budget runs short and you need it. Count it all joy that you're actually able to go into an envelope and pull it. Yeah, we don't like to see the balance go down, but you know, is there. So think about if you didn't even have it there. So but that's the budget. So we're gonna go jump into the cash envelope part of it. Usually I wait till my actuals to fill this out, but I'm gonna go ahead and put what we are going to allocate, and then I'll wait to kind of do the denominations. But y'all, so I do have, while I'm doing this, I will go ahead and kind of give you a update. So I do have an update for my video on the hearing for my daughter. So the hearing was yesterday, and it was early in the morning. So I went to work in a little late so I could go ahead to the hearing. And baby, let me just say this, it was worse than the actual hearing. The appeal hearing, that guy was even worse. He pissed me off so bad, but I had to bite my tongue because he had the ability and the authority to say whether he was going to approve or deny it. But let me tell you how it went, girl. So first of all, we get there, and you know, they had us to sit outside of these glass doors for us to be called. Once they called us, they brought us back there to, his secretary brought us back there to this kind of meeting room with a long table, chairs around it or whatever. We sat there, we waiting on him. He walked his old ass up in there like he walks in there, sits down, and he was like, so, you know, he said, he started off saying, you know, thank you for being here. And then he was like, you know, but actually, I guess you should be thanking me for being here. Girl, at that point, I knew, okay, this finna go left. So he started talking to her and, again, going at her about things that she could have did better and all of this, that, and the third. And so he kept saying, like, so I told him, I said, you know, in this situation, no, he said, why are we here? And I said, because this was our second fight. I said, but I do believe that this particular incident, because I'm a person that feels like everything should be reviewed on a case-by-case basis. So in this particular incident, she had no choice, okay? So he put his pen down and he sat back and crossed his leg and his arm. Ma'am. Well, ma'am. That was the first ma'am, okay? I'm from the South, so it doesn't bother me, but it was the way in the tone that he said it. Well, ma'am. So, you know, there are administrators and I said, and I let him say whatever he was going to sing. And I said, he started telling her about a story years ago. This man looked like he in his 60s, okay? Years ago when he went to New Orleans and he got into an altercation in the French Quarter and he was getting ready to be involved in a brawl, and his friend pulled him to the side and was like, listen, when the cops come, all y'all going to jail. They don't care about who hit first, who started. And I understand that, but that ain't the situation, okay? And so I told him, I said, well, there were administrators and police officers out there. So this should not have even went this far. Well, ma'am, are you saying that is everybody else's fault? My daughter looked at me. I paused for a minute. She looked at me like, Mama, please don't go off. I said, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, if there were police officers and administrators out there, they didn't just run up to each other and started fighting. It was a whole argument going on before it even got to the fight. So what I'm saying is, because there were administrators and police officers out there, it shouldn't even never got to that point. That's what I'm saying. But if you call me ma'am one more fucking time, long story short, because that meeting went on for a little while and he was being very arrogant and very dismissive and kept calling me ma'am until I started, like, there was this sternness in my voice that, and just, he was really, really pushing me. And, he started talking to her about, you know, what us girls are doing fighting these, you know, and I don't, oh, he was, girl, it was a hot mess. But he, so basically, in order for her to not have to go to alternative school and be able to start regular school next year. Oh, and it's another thing. So he said, well, I'm going to leave it up to the principal. No, he said, is the name of the school that she go to. He was like, is that your in-district school? And it is not. She was on an out-of-zone permit, which, of course, because of all of this, you know, it was revoked. So she would have to go to her in-zone school, which I was against at first. But at this point, girl, I don't care. So I had already made up my mind that she was going to go to her in-zone school. So he was like, is that your in-zone school? And she was like, no. And he kind of gave her this look like, He said, but I'm going to leave it up to the principal to determine if you come. I said, oh, well, she's not coming. I said, well, she's not going back. Well, I'm going to leave it up to the principal. Bitch, you can't leave it up to the principal because I just told you that she's not going back. What part don't you understand? So He started talking to her about, you know, what she want to do after school. Do she want to go to college and all of that? Man, sir, we not here for that. We here for to see if you're going to let this girl go back to regular school next year or if she got to go to this alternative school. So what ended up happening is in order for her to go to regular school next year, when school starts, school starts August the 9th. She has to do 50 hours of community service at a nonprofit organization. And it has to be, excuse me, it has to be completed by August the 9th. So they gave us like a list of nonprofit organizations, but it doesn't have to be one of those on the list. But they just gave like a list. And we called around to different places. Some people, that list is out of date. But we're still in the process of trying to find somewhere. I do feel like for her, this is, you know, it's a lesson learned. But at the end of the day, I stand by her in this situation because I feel like she did not have a choice. I don't feel like, and I don't even know what happened to the other girls. But that's where we at right now. We are trying to figure out, or we're trying to find a nonprofit organization for her to be able to do her 50 hours. School starts August the 9th out here. It's a little earlier than what it normally is. And so, girl, yeah, she gotta wait till, you gotta do what you gotta do. As far as the charges, baby, they coming. I wasn't playing, okay? I'm still kind of aggravated, and I feel, a part of me feel like a little vindictive. But girl, yeah, that's how that went. So that's the update, y'all. Y'all know I love y'all advice. Drop down in the comments and tell me what you would do at this point. Do you feel like that was fair, that she has to do the community service in order to, is it fair that she has to do the community service in order to go to regular school? Do you feel like, you know, like, tell me what you think. All right, so I'm just writing out what I'm going to be withdrawing money for. Let me see, groceries, gas, household, miscellaneous, and beauty, car maintenance, school days, king, pills and potion, mortgage, principal, Rec City, 52 week. Ooh, I'm filling it up. Emergency in 2024. So depending, like I said, depending on what the actuals are, you know, things could change. This is 60. So this should add up to 763. So 360. I gotta go, y'all. So I'm about to speed this up. Come out to 763, so I have to do it again. All right, so 763 is what we are budgeting for to cash stuff. I'm not gonna fill out the bills yet until I know for sure that this is gonna be, and I'll know that once my paycheck posts. Okay, so that's how I do my budget, y'all. For those of y'all that are new to my channel, if you are new here, I do thank you for subscribing to my channel. Hey girl, hey. But that's it for this video, y'all. If you like this video, if you like my channel, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time your girl upload. And I'm gonna see you beauties in the next video. Bye, guys.